Hello and welcome back to the Rockies franchise. We are here in Season 2, and as you can see, we are losing a lot. And a lot of these games are close losses, but that really doesn't matter much. They don't take that into account. A loss is a loss, and we are losing plenty. One thing I've noticed is the batting is just not where I need it. Nolan Jones has fallen under 300. Justin Turner is actually batting really well after his free agent signing, but the batting's not where I want it to be. Let's take a look at some scouting now, as we have Alejandro Villafuerte. He is from Idaho, which does not necessarily seem like what I was expecting, but a shortstop here with really good speed likely. I mean, at least 80 we know for certain. I think he could have really strong contact. Power might not really be there. The fielding's okay. Somebody I'm very interested in drafting. Of course, he is ranked 3rd. Looking at the standings, we're dead last. Not even close. Looking at batting average, we're almost dead last, 28th. 227 on the season so far. That is terrible. How about ERA? 22nd, so not as bad. Brendan Beck leads the team in ERA actually, but not very good. Hits allowed? Almost last, 27th. How about home runs allowed? Well, we are in Coors, so it's not too surprising, and then tied for 26th in runs allowed. So really just not a great season from the pitching staff, not a great season from offense, and yeah, let's get into this game against the Phillies, as we want to try to right the ship a little bit. But I will go ahead and say, if this continues, I will be speeding up this season. We'll keep an eye on it. Trey Turner belts this one to right field. Nolan Jones can't run it down, and with 99 speed, Trey Turner is going to round all bases here and make it to 3rd, where he will not test running home. That is a triple to lead off the game here for the Phillies. Now followed up by Brandon Marsh, who's only batting .222 on the season. Pretty underwhelming numbers there. And then pops this one up. Trey Turner can't run home with that. A lot of speed atop this Phillies lineup, as even Marsh has around 78 speed. Now Bryce Harper, the 2-time MVP, only batting .218 on the season. Definitely not in the form he wants to be in, as that's a strike. Now 3-1. Harper pops this up, gets under it as well. That'll be another fly out here. Montero tracking that one down. So 2 away here for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber's in the game, and he belts this one deep. Colton Wong's not even going to give it chase. This ball is up in the stratosphere, and it finally comes down in this little Red Rock pit here, as Kyle Schwarber bangs home 2 runs, and the Phillies take an early 2-0 lead. Can we get out of this inning, though? Josh Lowe pops this one right to Brendan Rodgers, and that is thrown to first base. We will escape the first inning with only 2 runs. Only 2, right? Well, Nolan Jones strikes out. We have 2 away for the Rockies. Justin Turner in the game, and he hits it to left field, crushing this ball, and it is gone. Turner really does have some skill against lefties, and he destroys this ball, as this free agent signing has actually been our best hitter on the team so far. Not that that's great for our team. That says more about our team than it does about Turner, but he's having a great season so far. Buehler back in the game, and this one's gone to Nick Castellanos. Hits this one out of the park. Walker Buehler giving up 3 runs already here in the top of the 2nd. Now we go bottom of the 2nd. CJ Cron strikes out really early on the 12-6. Now Brendan Rodgers, and he hits this one up. It's looking like it'll just fall foul. Thankfully, actually. Now Rodgers, who's batting .250 on the season, pops this one up very much underneath the ball there, and that'll be an easy fly out for the Phillies. So 2 away. Indy Rodriguez, our last hope, in the bottom of the 2nd, and he's underneath this one as well. Another pop fly out here, and that is the end of the 2nd inning. Let's check in the 4th inning, and Nolan Jones hits this between 1st and 2nd. That'll be a single for him. Jones still having an alright season, but definitely not as strong as he was at the top of the season. And then Justin Turner strikes on this one, but Nolan will reach 2nd base. Turner, I really just wanted to maybe get a sac fly here, but instead a nice hit here, base hit. That's a run, and it puts Nolan Jones on 3rd. Already was in scoring position, but now can run this one home and at least make it a 1-run game. And Ezequiel Tovar will do just that. This stays fair along the first baseline, And Nolan Jones runs home as Turner reaches second, not fast enough to reach third. Now Rogers in the game, and he hits this one. It is caught. Nice catch there, as I thought if Rogers got that over, that was going to be another run scored. Now Andy Rodriguez, and this one's caught too. That's the end of the 4th. So only 1 run tacked on. Walker Buehler still in the game here in the top of the 5th, and he gets the strikeout with the knuckle curve on Edmund Sosa. Rafael Marchand gets hit in the back. Walker Buehler squares away and hits him right in the back. Walks him, and then Trey Turner pops this one up. CJ Cron kind of got body blocked there by Rafael, but he will run this one down. No test here to second, of course, and that is 2 away now for the Phillies. Behind 0-2, and Brandon Barsh swings at the slider. So far, still only 3 runs given up. I mean, it's not a great day from Walker Buehler, but only 3. And Montero hits this one deep to center field. It was a bit of a grounder there. Montero reaches first. Still bottom of the 5th, only 1 away here. And Ezequiel Tovar hits this one. It is fair. And it'll get Montero out, but Tovar does reach first. So effectively nothing gained there. Just an out. And then Nolan Jones cracks this one to right field, and that'll be a hit. That'll get Tovar to 3rd. No, he stays at 2nd. I think he could have run for 3rd there. Only a single. So Turner, can he hit these 2 home? No, it's a strikeout. They reach 2nd and 3rd, but Turner way too slow. If he had anything more than 18 speed, I think he could have reached first base. But now we go to the 6th, and then Bryce Harper pops this up. Nolan Jones running it down, and he catches it. A really nice play here from Nolan Jones. That's 1 away for the Phillies. Now 2 away. Josh Lowe in the game. Pops this right to Montero. Playable to first base, and we get out of the top of the 6th. So I think technically a quality start for Buehler. I'm not sure I'd agree with that, as Brendan Rodgers is underneath this one, but it will fall just in time. That's a base hit. So 2 away, but we have 1 on base here. 1 and 2 for Andy Rodriguez, and he's swinging at a high fastball. Not even close. Not sure what I was doing there. CJ Cron in the game, swings at a low sinker that's inside, not even in the strike zone. And then 2-2, Cron hits this one! It's carrying just to the right of the foul pole, and that is a home run for CJ Cron. Down 4-2, and Cron will get us back down 1. 4-3 the score now. So 2 homers in this game. Unfortunately, solo homers. And Brendan Rodgers swings at a high cutter, and he's out. Andy Rodriguez in the game again. This one's hit fair, but it's caught. So 2 away for the Rockies. It comes down to Colton Wong. He hits this one, grounder right up the middle of the field. Pitcher can't grab it. And that is to first base. So game not over yet here in the bottom of the 9th. Jose Alvarado trying not to blow this save. Charlie Blackmon fouls off the circle changeup. Count runs even 2-2. Blackmon gets under this one. And it's caught. Really nice play here. I thought we had a chance at scoring Wong, and instead the Phillies steal the win away from us. I guess didn't really steal it, but hold firm on that one. Nice play in the outfield. And the Rockies take another loss. Let's go ahead and do some more scouting here. We're scouting Guillermo Gonzalez from Arizona. He is a pull hitter, first baseman that looks like he could have some pretty impressive power here. And that's something we do lack on this team, I feel. A lot of contact, not even a lot of contact, but some decent contact, not a lot of power. Rockies win a game against the Rays. Rockies lose a game against the Rays. And then the Cardinals offer us a trade pick. Trade here. Jojo Romero, relief pitcher, B potential at 28 years old. We're not taking that one, but it's interesting. Let's check on some other players around the league that we've traded. How about Ryan McMahon? Really struggling here with the Pirates. Things have not gotten better. In fact, they've gotten worse since we traded him away. Herman Marquez now, 75 overall on the Cubs. And he's righted the ship a little bit, I think. 5.71 ERA, 144 whip. Still a negative WAR, though. I think this was still a trade that was good for us. How about the #1 overall pick for the Cleveland Guardians, Chet McFarland? Well, he's 73 overall, batting .205 on the season. So the numbers in the majors aren't really great there. Not sure he was ready for the majors. Here's the kicker. Potential 72. He's already higher than his potential is. He will not get better. This seems to be a bust pick. How about Jason Kobayashi, the 2nd overall pick, 73 overall, not starting here, actually down at AA. And he's having a pretty solid season, 1.0 WAR. The ERA doesn't look the best, but that's all right. Here's the real big thing. Potential 97. And it looks like the Reds got one of the best pitchers in the league, potentially, in a few years. Richard Bloom, I was really considering him starting for Round Rock here on the Rangers. And he's having a pretty solid season. His potential only going to be an upper B at 87, but still really, really solid. I think this was a decent pick, but I am pretty happy with Dave Peace. Let's take a look at our team now in our farm system. Sterling Thompson, that B potential, batting 236 on the season. Nothing great here. And then Zach Bean, the first round pick. Before I even took control of the team, he has just struggled, has not been able to reach his potential. Yanquiel Fernandez, really excited with what he can do at AAA. 307 so far in the season. He's absolutely knocking the fire out of the ball. 1.3 WAR. Chase Dollander, our pitcher of the future. Yeah, he's doing pretty well. 5.40 ERA, 144 WHIP, and almost 1 WAR. Not too bad. Let's look at some of those lower overall players now. Oliver Hernandez, 46 overall. And I think we're starting near a point where Hernandez might need to drop the single A. Just not able to keep up. Jordan Beck batting 270 on the season. Not too bad. And then how about our first pick, Dave Peace. Only at +1 in contact righties. How about these numbers? 362 average. Look at the slash for him. 470, 565. Fielding's pretty good too. 1.3 WAR, not too bad. Alfonso Fuentes. He's actually having a decent season here, batting 273. Fielding's really struggled though. It's bringing his WAR down to a negative, and it might still require him drop down to single A. Robbie Bush is phenomenal. 148 ERA so far, less than 1 WHIP. He's not even giving up 1 walk or hit per inning. 1.1 WAR. Wade Ames, not too much worse. 287 ERA, 0.96 WHIP, no walk or hit per inning for him either, and 1.1 WAR. Philip Chang, only a C potential, so, you know, the ceiling's not necessarily too high, but he's doing really well so far, and he has a 0.1 WAR. Bruno Jaquez, we know he was injured, ceiling not high on him either, but 0 earned runs given, sub 0.7 WHIP. Mackenzie Jackson's the only one that's really struggling, and I wouldn't say he's even necessarily struggling. 253 and 113 with a 0.1 WAR is certainly solid. Let's go ahead and jump into another game here. This is Daniel Palencia and the Atlanta Braves. So we're watching them because they have Cal Quantrill, our former pitcher, and I wanted to see what Palencia could do as well. Of course, Palencia can throw that 100-mile-per-hour heater. And here behind 3-0, and he will give up the walk. Not a single good pitch in this first at-bat. Out comes Orlando Arcia, and he will swing and miss on the 90-mile-per-hour fastball. First strikeout for Palencia, and Ronald Acuna, runner goes, and we throw him out at second. Nice defense there from Indy Rodriguez, and now Acuna has no one on base. Counts even 2-2, and Acuna belts this to left field. That's gone. Well, he doesn't need anybody on base, but at least we score 1 less run, or that we allow 1 less run. Palencia kind of soft serving a ball there for Acuna. You can't do that with him. This one grounded to Colton Wong, and he throws it first base, and we'll get out of the first inning with only 1 run deficit. Down the bottom of the first, Nolan Jones hitting, and he gets under this one, but only weak contact here. A little better contact. This definitely leaves the park here in Coors. Instead, it's a fly out. Tovar in the game now at bat, and he'll get under this one. Again, nice swing timing, not great contact. Again, another one that could have gone out of the park with better contact. So top of the second, Austin Riley in, and Palencia throws the 100-mile-per-hour fastball, but Doyle can run down the hit off of it. The 100 miles per hour provides the heat, but sometimes it can be tough to get great contact on that, even if you swing correctly. Now Nolan Jones takes a bad angle here as Ozuna's going to get to first and then round first to second. Easily could have been fielded there in my opinion. Nolan Jones just can't make the play. And Ozzie Albies with a runner in scoring position, and he grounds this one to Justin Turner. That's easily out at first. So still a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Jared Kelenic, and he swings high on the 100-mile-per-hour fastball, and that is a strikeout. So batting once again, Indy Rodriguez with a base hit here that can't be gathered, and he will make it to first base. Good to see him reaching base here with one away. Now CJ Cron rockets this one up the left side of the field. It's a grounder, and it will get Rodriguez to second. Doesn't test third here. Now we have a runner in scoring position and another on first. Charlie Blackmon pops this one up in the air. Not a sac fly opportunity here, though, as Rodriguez can't threaten third. So we go 2 away. Still 2 on base. Hicks cannot bat them home. That's the end of the second. A missed opportunity there. Britton Doyle in the game. And he's going to bunt this one halfway to first already, and he can't get there in time. Really nice play on defense here. Doyle really is only a threat to bunt. I've learned that Doyle is someone we probably should have had in AAA, maybe even AA, to be quite honest. His hitting's just not there. Colton Wong in the game, and he hits this one with some nice contact. It's carrying up center field, and it makes it over the wall. Colton Wong, home run, our first with him, in user at least. And Wong, a really nice long hit there for Colton Wong. And the team is hyped about that. CJ Cron in the game takes the ball, and he'll walk to first. So all tied up for Cal Quantrill. Now Charlie Blackmon gets under this one. Nice timing. Not a good swing from Blackmon. That's another thing. Even if I've been timing my hits well, these guys have just not been giving me good contact with the ball too much. And now Palencia is going to give Kelenic a home run here. That's the second run of the game for the Braves. Palencia is still in the game, and Murphy's going to give him another run. Palencia just airmailing a few of these. That time the sinker that goes to center field and out. And the Braves are feasting with Palencia. Aaron Hicks in the game now, and Hicks hits this one to center field. That's going to be a base hit, and that might be 2. Hicks, not the fastest, with 56 speed. Runs to second, will not test third. And with a good relay, maybe a bad relay, he gets the third, but I didn't see it was worth the effort or the risk. Now Britton Doyle in the game, and he's going to advance Hicks here, kind of sacrifice bunt here a little bit. So Hicks gets the third. I think that's worth it. 1 away, Nolan Jones, and he swings and misses. That's a strikeout. So in comes Ezequiel Tovar. Can he bat Hicks home? No! Another left opportunity as Hicks can't make it to home plate. Now tie game 3-3, top of the 8th. So we did some simulation here, and that's a base hit for Austin Riley. Gets the first. And the Rockies, it'd be nice to just win one of these. Marcell Ozuna maybe has different plans as Nolan Jones misses on the ball. Runner scores here, and that's going to be a double for Ozuna. Will not test third here. I think he could have. And the Rockies choke away a lead here. Now bottom of the 8th, Tovar taking the circle changeup. Falls behind 0-2. Tovar hits this one. Bat actually breaks on this. He shatters the bat. Doesn't quite have the speed to outrun Dylan Lee, who covers first. Colton Wong strikes out, and that is 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Now Justin Turner hits this one. It'll be a base hit. With his speed, that's only going to be 1 for sure. Turner having a solid game so far. Or episode, rather. And then Andy Rodriguez pops this one up. Just gets under it. 0-2 going to the 9th. Rockies really struggling in this episode to get any contact. Arcia bats this one, and that'll be a double for him as Hicks tracks it down. Hicks throwing this one to second, but he's easily safe. And so with 2 away, the Braves trying to bat this one home, and Acuna will do just that. His second home run of the game. Caleb Ferguson, this time a 2-run homer, and that gives the Braves a 6-3 lead. And the collapse is in full effect. Blackmon pops this one up. He's under it once again this game. Another decent timing that just doesn't really go anywhere. And we're 2 away. Aaron Hicks, last hope of the game. Grounds this one right to short. And that's an out. And the Braves win. And that's going to be the end of the episode as the Rockies continue the losing streak. We just can't buy games here. And I will say with this loss, I'm officially looking to start accelerating things in Season 2. I'll be speeding things up the next 2 episodes, and then we will go on to the off season. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.